There were two absolute rules in my house. I get a hug in the morning, and I get a hug at night when you go to bed. But I remember a couple of times where we ran calls that were extraordinary. They were beyond tragic. And I remember on a number of occasions coming home in the middle of the night and waking my children up just to get a hug. I knew they were okay, but that hug made me okay. I'm at work at the 911 center, and my shift lieutenant comes in and tells me about an accident that he's listening to in Calvert County. Never in my career have I ever been struck by panic and fear. But when he told me that, panic just seared through my soul. And Jackie carried an alphanumeric pager. So I paged her a couple times and didn't get a response. Very unusual. So I had the shift lieutenant contact Calvert County Communications because of 911 center to 911 center and ask them whether or not a yellow Mustang was involved in that. They confirmed, and then they also confirmed that all three of the passengers in the yellow Mustang were deceased, that they had died in the crash. I got to the crash site, and the fireman I knew met me there and told me that it was Jackie, because he knew Jackie, and asked me if I wanted to see her, and I declined, because that's not the last picture of my baby girl that I wanted in my mind. And I asked him if he was absolutely certain that it was Jackie, and he confirmed it, and then that's how I learned that she had died. Jackie was the kind of person that could walk into a room full of strangers and walk out an hour later with a room full of new friends. She told me on a number of occasions that when she graduated from high school, she wanted to join the Peace Corps. She wanted to travel and help people. January 2019 will be 20 years since I lost Jackie. When Jackie died, I had two children, my son, Tony, and Jackie. And they were everything. They were the reason that I was on this earth. And half of the reason was gone. We got her backpack and opened her backpack and found a school project that she had been working on. And it was kind of like a bulleted list of what's important to you about life. What is important to you in life?
It's titled, I Believe, and it goes, I believe in love, life, freedom. I believe that picking on people is wrong. I believe in friends. I believe that anger is a good thing. I believe in family. I believe in a strong relationship. I believe in not surrounding yourself in bad karma. I believe in fixing all the wrong. I believe killing animals for coats is wrong. And I believe that walking up to a friend is the best thing in the world.
I have that document. A picture was taken and it was placed on a quilt that hangs in my hallway. And I look at that all the time and try to make sure that in my life the things that were important to her stay important to me. Jackie asked one day, her and I were together, and she told me that she wanted to get a tattoo, and it was actually summer before she died. She says, I want a tattoo, and Mom won't let me. I said, well, what kind of tattoo do you want? She said, I want a tattoo that says, Daddy's girl. And that is the sort of thing that gives you strength, that gives you inner strength and some level of peace, knowing that as much as much as she meant to me, I meant that much to her. And that sort of thing stays with me all the time and gives me the will. So aside from the anguish and the grief that the loss of a child presents to a parent, the world is losing. Every time we lose a child, the world loses potential. And we parents, we need to do anything that we can to prevent that from happening, because I mean, the world is what the world is. We can't afford to lose but so much potential. We have to keep our children safe, and driving skills is one of the primary things that we can do to help them. You are not invincible. Your future can be gone in the blink of an eye. One judgment error in a 2,000-pound machine traveling 60 miles an hour. There are no redos, there are no retakes. When you're gone, you're gone. It's over. It happened to me, and my children knew better. Jackie wasn't driving the car. They grew up in a firehouse. They knew that one bad decision could result in something that you never recover from. And yet, here I sit. Willing to do anything for just one more hug. Anything.